FM, where it is at 17 minutes past 2, and live in the studio with me I have Ben O'Kane, and he's going to play a tune for us right now.
I know it's hard when the rocks float under, like a broken mirror, your world is distorted. And I know it's cold, living in the shadows of this mountain you're about to climb. I got you in your darkest hour. Brand new, the dawn is around the corner. Don't go, 'cause you won't stay this way forever. It's hard to find a way through a mirror maze, trying to process what is reality. But you're stronger than you believe. No, you're the key that will set you free. I got you in your darkest hour. Dawn is around the corner. Don't go, 'cause you won't stay this way forever. There's darkness before the dawn. Rainbows come after a storm. Breathe in, breathe out. You won't stay this way forever. When winds roll, rise above it all. Spread your wings and you will learn to soar. Breathe in, breathe out. You won't stay this way forever. But you won't stay this way forever. I got you in your darkest hour. Dawn is around the corner. Don't go, 'cause you won't stay this way forever.
Yes, live in studio, Ben O'Kane. Thanks for joining us.
No, thanks for having me, mate.
Yes, and before we go into the fact that you've got a lot coming up, how about, what was that song and a little bit about it?
Yeah, so I've got a new EP coming out with 6 new tracks, and sort of what I've tried to do as an artist is not have every song sound the same. So with these new tracks, we're really exploring some new sounds and some new themes with songs. With this one, I sort of had a concept of a song of just like someone who just is going through a dark place and needs a bit of help, think that no one's around. That's what this song is for. It's called New Dawn, and it basically is just about how everyone goes through dark patches in their lives, and it is always darkest before the dawn. So if you can just sort of keep pushing through, keep getting through it, it will eventually get better. So yeah, it's this concept I've always wanted to write a song about, and I'm really happy with how it came together.
Nice. And yeah, new EP, when are you going to drop that one to us?
So the first single should be released midway through next month, just halfway through the tour. we're gonna sporadically, probably every couple of months, just release a few singles, and the EP should be launched in the new year, early next year.
Nice. And the last one, of course, had some absolutely cracking songs. I know Good for the Soul is one that we play a bit up here, and I know I definitely relate to the content in that. And Ain't It Funny, I think grabbed me because I grew up in the bush, so
Yeah.
Growing up in a small place and
Yeah.
all those concepts that come up in that song are very relatable.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate that. Yeah, definitely from the first EP, those two songs were probably the most popular, just for that same reason. The amount of people, especially Ain't It Funny How, like it's Ain't It Funny How so many people relate to it, growing up in a small town, and that's exactly what I wanted from that song. Sort of explain what it was like for me in a small town, and yeah, and that's the beautiful thing about music. People connect to when you're genuine and authentic, and I think that's why that song sort of reached so many people.
Yeah. And you did mention a tour there. It is a fairly decent sort of tour you're about to start on. Pretty much, I guess the RSL gig tonight here in town's kind of the start, but really I guess next Thursday is.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's my debut tour, so I think there's 9 shows in it all up, but I thought I would just unofficially start it tonight and do it as a bit of a warm up leading into the ticketed shows. There's 3 ticketed shows, and I've never done a ticketed show before, so it's all a bit daunting. The first one's down in Wodonga next Thursday at the Good Shed, with Chloe Jade, who's also a musician from the local area. So it's a totally new experience for me, like the marketing, the promotion, and daunting if people are going to show up and whatnot. But it's really rewarding too. The love and support I've already got and it's been amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I already know a few people that have tickets for that one in Wodonga, and a lot of people, love that venue to begin with. So that's good.
No, it was the first, because that's the hardest thing about an artist sort of where I'm at, like sort of starting out, is to find venues who give you the chance to just even play a ticketed show without having proven that you can sell tickets. And they were amazing down there. Like when I reached out to them, they were straight on to me and said, yeah, we want to support you, we love your concept. And without that show, the other shows wouldn't have fallen into place. So I can't thank the people down there enough. And it is a great venue. I'm not sure if anyone listening has been to the Good Shed down with Wodonga, but it's an awesome, really old school building, and I'm really fortunate to be able to play there. Yeah.
Well, I'll admit I'm actually planning on going down there, and I have 4 spare seats if anyone wants a ride. But yeah, it should be a good night, and as you say, with Chloe Jade as well, who I haven't managed to catch yet, but this will mean that I'll see her 2 nights in a row because she's up here the following night.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, you've got gigs including New Zealand, like you're doing pretty much the east coast of Australia and New Zealand, aren't you?
That's right. Yeah, it's crazy. So I'm not sure if listeners believe in manifestation, but I was in Queenstown for New Year's about 4 years ago. And I remember just walking the streets and there was live music everywhere. And I said to myself on that trip that I'll play music here one day, a gig. And it just happened that my mate was getting married in September. And so I just reached out to a few places, and a few got back to me, but just because of the busy schedule, I could only fit into one show. But all things going well, if this goes well, then the owner of this pub owns pubs in other major cities there too. So maybe looking at next year, I could stay a bit longer and tick off a few other big cities in New Zealand.
Yeah. No, that sounds like a good plan. We did touch on, you're in here, I reckon it was about 13 or 14 months ago, and we had a bit of a chat and you touched on a bit of your background. You are from West Wyalong?
That's right, born and raised West Wyalong. Yeah.
But you've got a fair attachment to Wagga.
Yeah, that's right. I went to school here. I went to Kildare back in the day, and I've still got my best mates are here. I've actually moved here now, so I'm back in town.
Yeah, right.
So back in the area. I've played footy at North Wagga for a season. It's just one of the places I always came back to, and I'm excited that I finally moved here again.
So after your tour, we could see you play in town a bit more often?
I've been playing here fairly regularly as it is, and that's the good thing about the tour too. Like, I do love playing music anywhere, anytime, but to play at venues in areas where I've never been before, I can't wait for that. That's the music thing. It's a very special thing to be able to connect with a group of strangers in a room instantly just through music, and that's what I love about it, and that's what I can't wait to do.
Hopefully a few original sets in Wagga.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's the plan moving forward.
Try to get some of them when you get back. And it is 27 past 2 here on Under the Radar on AAA FM with Ben O'Kane in the studio, and you're going to play another tune for us.
Yeah. We jump straight into it.
What have you got?
This one is a good one. I met this fella, so the song's called Old Man from Newtown. I met this fella when I was a young bloke, and for some reason I just reached out and had a yarn to him, and he was the most profound fella that I've ever talked to. And he, we just had this conversation, and it's just a conversation that's always stuck with me, and I always have wanted to write a song that, similar to Paul Kelly, how he tells a story. So this song's very Paul Kelly about telling a story about this conversation with this fella that I met in Newtown.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Off you go then.
You right? The old man was by himself. There was a story that he'd tell, sitting in a bar in Newtown, not looking for a conversation, but I took it upon myself and sat down just to listen to him solve a few world problems. He began to nod his head with his beer and cigarette, and then he started talking words I couldn't comprehend. He said, "Son, there's some mistakes you'll have to make for yourself. Buy me a drink and I'll share some I may have made myself." When the lights go down and there's radio silence, we don't know how to get through the moment. Can't stop the feeling. We have something to believe it's true. We don't need a reason. Can't stop the feeling. We have something to believe it's true. In season, it's you I believe it. Oh. Take her as your wife, and you'll learn a lesson. There's so much more to life. But you should fall in love with as many things as you can, 'cause a life without loving is just useless in the end. When the lights go out and there's radio silence, you don't know how to get through the moment. Can't stop the feeling. We have something to believe it's true. We don't need a reason. Can't stop the feeling. We have something to believe it's true. In a season, it's you I believe in. He's coke and whiskey, a little wired from the caffeine, 'cause he got up to leave before he told me one last thing. He said, live a life for yourself, not for anybody else, and one day you'll have a story that you are proud to one day tell.
Ben O'Kane live in the studio on AAA FM's Under the Radar. It is 28 minutes to 3, and Ben mentioned Chloe Jade in there before. I'm going to play you a few ads and then come back with some Chloe Jade for you to have a listen to.